What's going on, y'all? As we it looks like we're getting ready to wrap up a special occasion in my world, y'all, which is the end of the year is so near, and I'm extremely excited. This is a special occasion for a lot of us because we have gone through some things as business owners. We have been successful in so many different realms. And as we begin to wrap up 2023 and bring on 2024, I mean, I can't help but smile because I know I've really made some major leaps and bounds, right? I've gone through some things as a successful business owner. I've made a lot of changes. There's been some pivoting that has take place, and I'm just extremely excited to begin to wrap up this year because I'm expecting nothing but the great for 2024. My name is Danette Moss, business systems and implementation strategist, aka the strategy lady over at Let's Talk Strategies, home of the SaaS Factor, where I work with those 6 and 7 figure female CEOs. Y'all, I enjoy working with them to go from overwhelm in their business to literally simplifying, automating, systematizing, and streamlining their business for sustainable growth, for the growth that we know we desire to have. Thanks so much for joining me here on IG, Instagram, for those of you that may be new to it, over on Facebook, LinkedIn, X, aka Twitter, YouTube, and all those other platforms that I normally hang out with you all on. I want to welcome you again for joining us here. Y'all, we've got a good topic here for day 59. Can y'all believe it's, this is day 59? I got a couple more days till we count down to we end this series. You're joining me here for the Strategic Leadership Mastery Series. And I've been going strong, y'all. Strong for 59 days. Saturday is we will be wrapping up as we get ready to bring in 2024. And as I mentioned, as always, in every uh, day of the series that we've been going live, that it's exciting for me because one, I enjoy showing up and giving things of value, not just things that we sugarcoat things, do the patty cake stuff for business owners. No, we are leaders. So as female leaders, there's some things that we have to kind of peel back the onion layer on. Be strategic. Be the leader that we are. And we're leaders because we're business owners. So that's who we are, right? But I also talk about the importance of us mastering the things that I know you desire to master. So again, I'm always excited to have you join me here. Y'all, we're going to dive into today's topic, which is all about nurturing relationships for success. Because we got to do that in order to have the success that we desire to have. And today is all about the follow-up piece. I'll be sharing follow-up strategies for you for these successful female business leaders, whether you're a consultant or a CEO. I believe that understanding the power of follow up is going to be a necessity for you to have the success that I know you desire to have. Again, if you're just now joining me, my name is Danette Moss, business systems and implementation strategist, aka the strategy lady over at Let's Talk Strategies, home of the SaaS Factor. And as always, I get people periodically that hadn't followed me much. They wonder what SaaS stands for. In my world, it's not the SaaS, although I am a SaaS owner. It stands for simplify, automate, systematize, and streamlining your business. I believe every female CEO needs a little sass in her life. And yes, I know we get some men that join us periodically. So, men, if you're there, you need that sass as well, right? I believe it's extremely important to simplify, stop overcomplicating things in your business. And then once you simplify things, because now you got some clarity, right? You can automate, systematize, and streamline so that you can have that success that I know you desire to have in order to grow your business. So let's go ahead and let's jump right in today for our topic. I believe that it's a perfect topic as we approach the end of 2023. Because it's crucial. It's that true crucial aspect of business growth and also client retention If you don't have follow-up in place, you can't get a client, let alone retain one. Well, you can probably get one, but you won't be able to retain them very long. So I think it's just extremely important. I think that the art of follow-up is something that should be taught early on in business, that we have to go beyond just, oh, I got this person and that's it, right? Follow up is going to be truly, truly key, especially for, as a female consultant and CEO. It will allow you to maintain that strong relationship with your prospects as well as your existing clients. Again, I believe it's essential. It's essential, to success. So let's go ahead and let's explore some tips that I'm going to provide to you that I believe will help you execute right effectively with this thing called following up. So I'm going to provide you with some follow-up strategies for your business, and at the end, I got something that I want to encourage you to do so that we can have that follow through and begin to implement so we can have that success we know we desire to have. So let's jump into tip number 1. The first tip that I believe you need as it pertains to helping you, that successful female consultant or female CEO, nurture her relationships and to follow up well with your clients is to be prompt, right? Promptness is key, y'all. It really truly is. Being prompt is something that you just can't get around. Hey, Salma, how are you? Thanks so much for joining me on IG. Promptness is key. Being prompt in your communications is not just about responding quickly, though. And I think that that is something that some people tend to get twisted. To me, it's about setting those clear expectations and consistently meeting them, right? And exceeding them. Okay. It's more than just, the quick response, the quick pull. And a lot of times we think because we respond quickly, but if we're not clear on some things, we're not lining up with those expectations, what I expect, what they expect, and staying consistent with it all, it's kind of null and void to me. I believe that this demonstrates professionalism first and foremost. It really does. It also demonstrates, reliability, and it shows that you have a genuine interest in your client needs. They don't feel like they're just a number. I mean, who wants to feel like they're a number? I know I don't. I want to know that you really genuinely care about my concerns, that you are really there to help me with my needs, the things that I'm coming to you for. That's extremely important. I come to you with a problem, you have a solution for me, and you actually show up like you care, right? So if you have not, if you're struggling with this, because I want to say it's safe to say, I assume you have mastered this, but the reality is, I've fallen prey to people not really being prompt on different things. And so I thought that this would be the first one that I would provide to you all as a tip to help you nurture that relationship so you can have the success that you need and to be able to, to be able to follow up successfully. So these are follow up tips and strategies that I'm providing with you. Consider implementing some sort of response time policy that will ensure timely engagement if you don't have it with your prospects and your clients. Make sure that your VAs, your team members, whether they're part-time, full-time, whomever is working with you, make sure that they honor this and that they understand this is number one priority as it pertains to having that customer centric type thing in place so that you can grow a business, keep the clients, and not have to end up closing your door. So that's tip number 1. Okay. Promptness is key. Now, tip number 2 or strategy number 2, personalize your approach if you're not. Personalize how you speak to your clients. Tailor that communications by addressing the clients by name. Not just by name out of the mouth, right? That's going to be extremely important. Hello, Danette, or if their preference is that you call them by the last name, right? Address them by name. Make them feel like again that they matter. That also goes for when you communicate with them via email. Oh my goodness, y'all. It's none like receiving an email. And I get the email that's blanket like all the traditional ones. Hello, comma, and then other information. Or hello, everyone. You didn't take the time out to really personalize the approach. You really didn't make me feel like I mattered, right? And I believe in having that personalized approach is golden. And when you literally reference not only the situation that you're addressing with them, when you reference them by name, you make them feel like they matter, right? The interaction really is going to move a lot more better, right? But you can also really hone in on the specifics when you get down to drilling in on the name and making them feel like they truly matter, right? So if you're not doing that, listen, I encourage you to do it as soon as possible because it allows you to showcase more of a deep understanding of their business goals, their business needs, even their challenges, because you're speaking directly to them. Even if you've got a group email that goes out, you still can specialize that thing. Make them feel like they matter. It's key, I promise you. So consider, if you hadn't, y'all, go ahead and create a personalized approach. Personalize those emails, personalize those offers based on their preferences. Generally speaking, when someone opts into a list, they get a freebie, they get something from you, and they give you their first and last name, title, call them by that, right? If they give you Dr. Such and such, do that. Segment that thing so that you look like you're professional and that you are considering them. To me, it truly reinforces that personal touch in your communications, the personal touch in your follow-up. It's golden. Hello, Iris R. Johnson. Thanks so much for joining me as well. Today, our topic is all about nurturing relationships for success, follow up strategies that I'm sharing with these female CEOs, female business leaders, and consultants. We just went through number one and number two. One was promptness is key, being prompt when you follow up with people. Number two, the second strategy or tip was personalizing your approach. You know how you feel when someone addresses you by name and not by hello, everyone. Make sure that you have that in your business model if you don't. If you don't, get it in there as quick as possible. It might just be the reason why either A, you're not getting a client, or two, you're not maintaining them. Now, strategy tip number three is to offer offer value in every interaction as it pertains to follow up. So what I mean by that, pardon me, every follow-up should provide some sort of tangible value. Share not only your industry insights and trends, but also provide some type of actionable advice or solution to the challenges that your clients may be facing. I believe as a business consultant or strategist, me personally, when I'm going to provide, whether it's a service or product to people, I'm thinking about not just what it is I have to offer. I come from the space of the solution that I have to offer to that said problem, the need, etc. So if you come from the solution realm, things will be able to flow a lot more better for you. Create content strategy that aligns with their interests if you're doing that. Regularly share those valuable resources that they need. I mean, something as simple as a white paper, a guide, a checklist. Offer some sort of possible exclusive webinar to position yourself as an invaluable resource, right? Is going to be extremely important. So as we are dealing with follow-ups, we still have to consider that thing that we're following up with, that it is valued, it's valuable, that it's not just, oh, thanks for just signing up for this. We received such and such and such. Give them something meaty to make them be excited about the fact that they gave you something as simple as their email address. you gave them something back, even though you're providing them something of value. You need to make sure that you're nurturing them the right way. And every single thing that you're giving them is valuable. I used to have this issue with people just asking me to sign up for their newsletter, and then I couldn't even understand clearly what it was I was signing up for. Are you just going to be throwing me junk? But when I found and I got with the right people and saw that they were giving me still information of value, my CPA, she sends out a weekly newsletter. And boy, does she give me some valuable information. As we approach 2024, there's a lot of things that are changing for LLC business owners. And there's information that we should know. So as she's giving me things, she's providing value. And that's what we need to do, no matter which way we go. Whether it's follow up from some type of hardship type situation, follow up on an email, follow up on them signing up for a complimentary session. Make sure that that follow up is chock full of valuable information that will truly help them as business owners. You gotta do it. Now, our next tip or strategy is going to be, we need to, if you're not doing it, I'm encouraging you to do this. We need to leverage various communication channels. Okay. I believe in communicating first and foremost. I like to, if I can pick up the phone, I'll communicate. That's one. Email is another way. SMS is another way. Now, you're going to be getting this information from them when they opt in either to a discovery session, when they purchase something, when they sign up for something, whether it's a challenge, whether it's a um, some sort of mastermind or masterclass. When they give you something and they sign up for something, I like to make sure that I have at the bottom of the things that I'm providing to them. You signing up for this is putting you or positioning you or giving me permission to communicate with you XYZ with these different ways of communications. And I have them check off on it, right? Because I believe and I know wholeheartedly that a lot of people sometimes they don't read their emails, right? So I believe having more than one channel of communications is vitally important. It's extremely important for you to be able to, keep them abreast of what's going on. And you stay abreast of what you may be, doing or providing to that client. Adapt your follow-up method to cater to the client's preferences. Give them many ways, whether it is, like I said, SMS, via phone or email, or if it's going down in a DM, you have those mini chats, right? Talk to them utilizing their preferences. Ask. You can use a mix of communication channels, is all I'm saying. You want to. So, again, that's email, phone calls, video conferences. Yes, extremely important. In person meetings, right? Some of us like to meet in person. Pay attention to those channels because they respond or they help you respond to them in a more positive way, the way that they like it. And it helps you to prioritize prioritize the overall client experience in a nutshell. Don't just think that everyone wants to follow with you or talk to you one way. So having those different levels of communications is going to be key. And you can experiment, right? Experiment with different mediums to keep that communication engagement and set up in its most dynamic way in a nutshell. They love knowing that you considered them and that it's not just about what you think they want to receive it as. So just be cognizant of that. All right. Now, tip number 5 or strategy number 5, y'all, if you hadn't, we're talking about follow-ups, right? Our topic, nurturing relationships. Sorry about that, Lord. Oh, my arm is really hurting me. We're talking about nurturing relationships for success, right? Because you got to do it in order to maintain success. And our key topic really is all about follow-up, right? But I can tell you how many people I run into as consultants and female CEOs who have not implemented a systematic follow-up process. You got to implement it. You need to have a step-by-step approach of how you are going to do XYZ from A through Z. So establish a systematic follow-up process. Now, this may involve utilizing a CRM. I hope it does. CRM stands for that customer relationship management software. You need one. It's going to help you to track your interactions, set reminders for follow-ups. It's going to help you maintain that comprehensive overview of each client's journey, not just one, because they're all different. We're all different. Just like we have children, each child is different. Each client is different, okay? Implement some sort of automation where as much as possible. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, I know all things. So a lot of us will say everything needs to be automated. Not everything, but most should be, in my opinion. Okay. So implement automation where possible so that you can streamline those routine follow-ups, right? You can allow, which would allow you to focus on personalizing your interactions that require that human touch. Because although you're automating some things, right? Streamlining those different things, sometimes you still have to have that personal touch to it, right? So you sign up for a complimentary 30-minute strategy discovery session with me. You go to the website, you sign up, you receive an email, telling you, hey, we received this. Thank you for signing up for this. This is the time that we're going to meet. This is the environment, whether it's meeting in person, whether it's on Zoom, whether it's Google Meets. There's communications going back and forth, right? And then the personal touch can come into play. Sometimes personal touch comes in where you have people that, for whatever the strange reason may be, they go to sign up on the website and they're having issues. I get that often, even though we test it. But I get some people to say, well, I don't see this date available. They're not clicking all the way through. They're not following the instructions, right? So sometimes there's another personal touch that may have to come into play. You may have to simply pick that phone up, get them on the phone, and you may have to schedule it for them. Remember, just because you are utilizing these systems, you're implementing a systematic follow-up approach. Keep in mind that even though you've done this, that you still may have to put your hands on it. That human touch, that human pick up the phone, dial and call them. It may be one of the best clients that you that you ever have, right? So you have to be open to just different ways of communicating. But having that CRM, y'all, golden. It's a lifesaver for me. Now, tip number or strategy number 6 in our topic at hand, it goes back to some things that we've been talking about lately, just about an once a week for sure, sometimes twice a week in this whole 59-day series, is that you need to seek feedback from your existing and your prospective clients. That may come in the form of a survey, right? It may come in the form of you asking, what can we do better while you're on the phone? Some of us like to get our testimonies or our feedback right then and there, right after you speak to someone or you provide a service. Whatever way that you decide to do it, I'm still encouraging you to seek feedback and act upon it accordingly. Don't take things personal if you get a little bit of negative, response back, right? It's going to help you to be able to serve your clients its best way. So actively seek the feedback from your clients through surveys, interviews, regular check-ins. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes business gets slow. You want to check in and say, hey, is there anything I can assist you with? This is going to ensure that feedback process is going to be a lot more straightforward. Remember, I talked about kind of automating some of those things a minute ago. With your follow up, implementing that systematic approach. When you get that feedback, you can really, really come more of with a straightforward, have a straightforward response, right? More of a straightforward, honest response because now you've gotten the information that you need and you can work with it accordingly. Once you receive the feedback, like I said, act promptly, and any suggestions or areas of improvement that they give you, go ahead and implement them. Listen, y'all, this not only demonstrates your commitment to their success, but listen, it also fosters a culture of continuous improvement for you and your business. It's going to definitely help you grow, and it's going to definitely help you as you put these processes in place to make sure that your teammates, your team members, your VAs are following it as well. So go ahead. If you don't have it, get it. Seek that feedback. Don't be ashamed. Be open to constructive criticism and move accordingly. Now, last but not least, y'all, we got another one, which I think it's strategy number 7, I believe. I'm looking here trying to see it. Yeah. Hmm. Woo, here go this word gratitude is popping up again. If you don't learn how to show some gratitude, I don't know what else to tell you. Listen, expressing gratitude goes beyond the simple thank you. Okay? Trust me, it's more than that. We people let thank you slide off their tongues so easy. But you got to learn how to express more than that. This is where that personalization again comes in that. When you personalize your appreciation by highlighting specific contributions, milestones that were achieved through whether it's collaborations with other people that are coming on board with you or just that simple client in general. Consider showing gratitude by doing things like, sending out, a handwritten thank you letter, giving them a special call. Some people set up voice messages to go out to tell them, "Hey, you recently had such and such. We want to thank you for XYZ." That's a good one, but to me, it's not as personal as I would like. But some people do that, right? Those handwritten notes, though, I know that they have been golden, thoughtful gifts on special occasions, on their birthdays, on anniversaries. This shows that genuine appreciation. And you know what else, y'all? It truly reinforces the value that you place on the relationship that you have with the client. It really does. It creates that positive and lasting impression. So the next time they need certain said services done or products purchased, guess what they're going to think about? They're going to think about you first and foremost because you showed genuine gratitude. You showed them that they were more than just a number. Well, all right, y'all. As we wrap it up, y'all, we're wrapping up day 59. I am Danette Moss, business systems and implementation strategist, aka the strategy lady over at letstalkstrategies.com. Make sure you go over and check that out, y'all. We are wrapping up day 59 where we spoke about where I shared specifically with those of you that have joined, whether it's IG, Facebook, LinkedIn, X, Twitter, YouTube. I shared our topic of discussion, which was all about nurturing relationships for success, because we got to do it, right? If we want to have the success. Follow up strategies for the female business leaders, because we're all leaders. As we go through day 59 of the Strategic Leadership Mastery Series, I'm all about providing you with tips, tools, strategies that will help you maintain the business the way that you need to maintain it and continue to grow in business, be more strategic as leaders, and master the skills and the tools that we have at our hands so that we can have that sustainability, so that we can have that growth that I know you desire to have. Now, as we begin to wrap things up, I want to remind you as a female CEO, consultant, coach, listen, whatever positive name you want to call yourself, I want you to understand that, effective follow up is truly the cornerstone of yours, of my success. It really is. And by implementing these detailed tips that I provided you or strategies that I provided you, you are laying a strong foundation for nurturing relationships with your prospects, those prospective people, and your clients. You really are. And monitoring the impact that they have on your clients' interactions and remembering that consistent follow up is a continuing process, y'all. It's going to help you a whole lot, right? It's going to require some dedication, it's going to require some commitment. But if you want to have the success I know you desire to have, it's a must. It's a must. This is one of the biggest areas that a lot of people drop the ball in, and that's follow up. It really, truly is. So I'm encouraging you, if you don't have any follow up processes in place, steps, step by step approach of how you're doing it, please go back through, listen to these 7 strategies or tips that I share with you. And I'm going to encourage you as your homework assignment that you go back through and choose. In this case, I'm not going to say one and implement. I'm going to say, look at all seven, pick three out if you're not implementing them, and get them into motion as quick as possible. Remember, promptness is definitely going to be key because it can make or break you. You're not prompt and responding to people, you might have just lost that client, right? Make sure that you communicate with them. Your interaction is one that shows them that you value their ask, that you value what it is that they need, right? Their concerns, and that you take whatever actionable step that you need to take effective immediately in order for you to be able to better assist them. I know one for sure that I'm going to encourage you to have if you don't have it in place is please, please, please implement a systematic follow up process, a step by step approach. And having a CRM is going to be extremely important in order for you to be able to do it the way that I believe you really truly need to be able to do it. If you're struggling and don't quite know which type of CRM to use, hey, listen, it's no secret. I am the owner of Digital CEO Systems as well. It's my own SaaS platform. I've partnered with Go High Level. That CRM is thebomb.com. Go check it out, digitalceosystems.com. If you don't want to use that, listen, get some type of CRM. Put it into your business model. It's a tool that you just cannot, in my opinion, be without. All right? Well, listen, I want to tell you thanks once again, y'all, for joining me here for day 59. We're wrapping it on up. We got 2 more days as we wrap up this whole series. I'll be going for 61 days this coming Saturday. This is day 59, where we spoke about nurturing relationships for success, follow up strategies for female business leaders. I am Danette Moss, business systems and implementation strategist, aka the strategy lady, over at LetsTalkStrategies.com and also DigitalCEOSystems.com, where I work with those 6 and 7 figure female CEOs to literally go from overwhelmed in their business. I work with them to simplify, automate, systematize, and streamline your business. It does not have to be as hard as we're making it. I would love for you to share your take on what I shared with you all today. Whether you decide to share with me over in the comments section, would love that. Please comment away. It's going to be helpful for me. But if you do also, you leave your comments, I'm going to be the one that's going to be responding. You know, all these social platforms love to see comments. Okay. It's a little bit more than just likes, right? So if you have a comment, if you have your insights that you like to share, even if you have a question, feel free to leave it over there in the comment section. Now, if you're that female CEO who is a little nervous about leaving her comments or asking questions out over in the main social sphere area, whether it's IG, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, etc., come on over and join us over in the Get Your Sass On community. It's a more intimate community with other female CEOs. Sorry, gents. This is a group that's female only, right? Even though I know that some of these tips that I share with you all can help you as well. But join us over in the Get Your Sass On community. And you can join us by going to GYSO community.letstalkstrategies.com. Again, that's GYSO community.letstalkstrategies.com. Would love to have you over there. And listen, as we wrap things up for 2023 and get ready to go into 2024, I told y'all I got a special announcement that's getting ready to come down. Keep your eyes and ears open. Of course, as we get ready to wrap up this weekend, I'm going to be letting you know that the doors are going to be opening up for our wait list for our next upcoming 5-day challenge. That 5-day challenge, y'all, I'm going to be able to help you literally go from strategy to implementation. This is going to be a 5-day challenge where we're going to roll up our sleeves and we're going to get down to business. We really are. That challenge is called the SaaS Framework Challenge. Okay. And we're going to literally simplify, automate, systematize, and streamline our business for that sustainable growth. I'm all about helping you do that because I believe that once we get clear on things, if we can go from strategy to implementation, you know what implementation is, right? It's all about taking action that will begin to be to have and see the results that I know you truly want to have as a successful business owner that you desire to have. Now, if you have questions about that before it comes up, or if you desire to kind of connect with me to sit down and have a complimentary discovery session so we can see the next steps of how I can best assist you, feel free to go ahead and go over to discover with Danette.letstalkstrategies.com so we can have a conversation and I can help you go from overwhelmed to putting your business on rinse and repeat. Well, all right, y'all. Got to wrap things up. Get ready to. It's about 6:36 where I am here. I'm not in my normal environment at my home in Atlanta. I'm at my home here in New York and just spending time with family, spending time with my husband and the children. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. I want to wish you, I'm not going to say good luck. I want to say wish you much success as we wrap up this year. Because even if you don't see it, the fact that you're still here holding on to this business, that's success in itself. And I'm excited that you've joined me these last 59 days. Can't wait to continue joining with you on tomorrow, which will be day 60, and on Saturday, day 60 which is day 61, so that we can end 2023 in its most fabulous way, and we can walk into a prosperous 2024. Thanks so much for joining me, y'all. This is Danette Moss, business systems and implementation strategist, aka the strategy lady, getting ready to sign off. Make sure that y'all tackle those 7 strategies or tips that I provided you. Tackle at least 3 of them. Leave which ones you decided to work through in the comments section, or of course, join us over in the Get Your Sass On community, which is at GYSO community.letstalkstrategies.com. Y'all take care. Bye for now.